Dividends. How to determine the dividend range per stock sector. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're going to be discussing in this video. Dividends and how to determine a range of dividend range in a specific stock sector. The reason why this video is being made is it is accompanying a guide to selecting stocks to sell cash secured put options on. The link to this particular guide is going to be in the video description. You can download that for free. And if you're not familiar with selling cash secured put options, then there will be a link at the end of this video to a different video that's about 20 minutes long, going into some great detail on how to sell cash secured put options. Now let's pretend that you just can't wait till the end of this short video. Then right up here is a link to that same video. You can watch it right now if you want. But for those of you that want to wait till the end, what is a dividend? A dividend is a payment made to stock shareholders. Most often it comes quarterly, which is every 3 months. But they can come monthly, they can come annually, they can come any way the company decides to deliver them to you. What is a stock sector? Sectors represent large grouping of companies with similar business activities per Wikipedia. Healthcare, financials, energy, technology, utilities, these are all examples of different stock sectors. Dividend red flags. If a dividend is too high for a specific sector, it may be an indication of a problem. You can use Yahoo Finance as a free, easy way to find the average dividend range per sector. This is really going to help you notice potential red flags of companies. A simple method to do it. Find 5, 10, 15, 20, how many ever stocks that you want in a specific stock sector. Use Yahoo Finance to look up each company's dividend. Write down each company's dividend. Then look at the lowest to the highest number that you see. This is going to give you an average range to work with. For example, we have 4 stocks here with 2.3%, 5%, 3.5%, and stock D coming in at 2.75. You can see that the range here would be 2% to 5%. But now stock E shows up giving a 9% dividend yield. It might indicate a problem with that company. Let's take a look at Yahoo Finance website and see what you'd need to click on in order to find a company's dividend. You're going to go to Yahoo Finance and put your stock right here. Search for that symbol. In this case, we are going to look at some stocks in the mining sector. First one is First Majestic Silver, AG. And we see right here, whoopsie, right in there, dividend. Got the dividend information here. 0.33% if you currently buy it at $7.72. This is when you basically have to own the stock by this date to get that particular distribution. And what is this telling us? That it's 2 cents, and the total amount of if you're getting this dividend on an annual basis and you buy in at this price is going to be right here. all that is a little more than you really need to do this little exercise. Just go with whatever that percentage is. Let's look at another stock in the mining sector and see how that compares. Here we are, Yamana Gold. Let's look at our dividend information. You can see that Yamana Gold has a much higher dividend yield than First Majestic had. First Majestic was at 33 cents. Yamana is looking at 2.51% dividend yield. So how would we know if this is good or bad? We would need to go through more mining stocks and get a wider amount to be able to tell if this is an outlier, if that's particularly high, or if the other one's particularly low, or if they're in the average normal range. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Super simple. How to determine the dividend range per sector group. Find stocks in your sector group. Make sure you have 5 to 10 or more. Look up each dividend in that sector group. Write them down. Then you're going to start noticing the range. Anything that's too high in that range might be a potential red flag. As I mentioned, you can get the free guide to selecting stocks to sell cash secured put options on in the description of this video. And there is going to be another link coming up to selling cash secured put options if you want to learn how to do that. You guys have a fantastic night.